To all my returning viewers or new viewers, thank you for watching this video. I mean, it's only filmed on a phone, photos taken on a phone, recording of my voice, or even recording of some of the segments. All just done on my phone, so please, if you like this content, if you like action figure content, please like and subscribe. I don't have much going on right now on my channel, but I'm slowly building it, and I want to make this more of a thing. I know there's a lot of people out there who are doing this, but you need a second opinion, right? Maybe I could be that for you. But this is not an opinion, this is a statement. This is the Marvel Legends 2025-2026 release from the Skurge the Executioner Build-A-Figure Wave Werewolf by Night action figure, and it sucks. Yeah, it sucks. Why have I just done spoiler alert? Why did I just say that? Because it does. It's a real shame. The retail value in this thing is 40 to 45 Australian dollars, 25 to 28 USD. What I paid was 28 Australian dollars, which is pretty good. I got on sale currently at Zing Pop Culture. If you're in Australia, you know Zing Pop Culture is one of the biggest mass retailers of pop cultures, of collectibles, gaming. EB Games is what it's known as. I think in Canada, a lot of the GameStops are converting into EB Games. So, yeah, they have a sale on a lot of the figures right now, and I wouldn't have paid 45 for this guy. Only reason I unfortunately got this is because of the Build-A-Figure piece, because I really wanted Skurge. So, let's actually have a look at the packaging. It is your standard Marvel Legends packaging. You can see the price, $45. I paid $28. On the side, it has some Werewolf by Night art and his name. On the back, it is a bio, legalese, some more artwork from the Werewolf by Night Marvel Red Band series from 2019, I believe. We have also the Executioner Wave lineup. Here is piece number 4 of 6 in this wave. I've already reviewed Phantom Rider and Iapek, aka Dark Avengers Spider-Man. So we also have on the side more Werewolf by Night artwork. More legalese on the bottom, and on the top is the standard Marvel logo. For a size comparison with the box, I like to do this one. We have here the MCU Baron Strucker from the Falcon and the Winter Soldier, aka the Captain America wings. And we have Terrax from the Hasbro Pulse exclusive 2-pack. Wish they didn't do a straight up reuse of the Build-A-Figure from all those years ago, but it is still a great figure in my opinion, and it holds up despite it being pinned. So for how the Werewolf by Night actually looks, I think he looks pretty decent. The head sculpt is really nice. It definitely is sort of the classic 70s Werewolf by Night rather than the more vicious look we have today, where he looks like the Universal Monsters type of werewolf. I do like the open mouth, but I wish we had a stern mouth. This is the problem with this figure. No accessories at all. So this is what you kind of get. It is unfortunately the Jackal mold, the upper torso at least. The torso is the Jackal mold. That's why you have the pinned arms. The claw hands, at least they've been painted, but not well. This is the problem with Hasbro in 2026 and 2025, is that Hasbro just cheap shots it. They used to be, before the inkjet printing, before this sort of photoreal technology, they actually used to paint all their parts of figures really well. Now it's kind of half-ass. Moving on, the legs are pinless. We have one of the knees actually being a different sculpt, kind of poking out with Jack Russell's leg, just his kneecap out. But if I was to articulate it, and I will later, it looks ugly because it's a green pin underneath. The toes are kind of painted, but when you flip it on the other side, the nails aren't painted on the feet, which is such a shame. But there is a light wash, at least on the front and the face of the body, and some of the hairs on the arms. It's a dark sort of muddy wash. I wish that was throughout the figure. On the green, on the teeth, on everything. I wish it was that muddy wash just to give him that feral look. Not ferals in the character, but feral look in general. But yeah, you can see the half-ass effort. It's not great. I wish he came with more. But you can definitely tell from the reference art that I've pulled up here, just some comic panels, just some cover art with the Werewolf by Night, inspired by, his own series. He had a series in the 70s, the Werewolf by Night comic, and definitely they're going for that classic style more so than the modern one, and it does actually do a good job of representing that. despite it being a nearly 10-year-old mold via the Jackal. I think it was released in 2017, which means it turns 10 years old next year, which is insane. And that's how bad we've got to get all these figures pinless and updated, because that's just shoddy. I don't like it. But I mean, I do like the head sculpt. But the problem with it is the mouth. The roof of the mouth's actually not painted this beige tone like inside. And it's not a separate piece, but it is painted. I do think that even though these comic panels represent him in very minimal poses, from what I was able to get him, basically he can only do the bare minimum posing as it is. I can definitely say that the modern comic panels that A have used as reference art, well, at least they got the legs sort of right, with the hole in the pants represented by the odd-looking knee, but it's not him. He just doesn't look feral enough. He doesn't look gruesome. I think he should be bulkier. I think that the head sculpt should be different. I wish we got 2 sets of heads, 2 sets of hands, but we don't. For accessories, he comes with nothing but the Skurge Build-A-Figure piece. So, I've mentioned this game a lot in my reviews. I've done it with Lady Deathstrike, I've done it with Stealth Suit Spider-Man, Champion of the Universe, and Star Fox, that review, etc., right? I think the Contest of Champions game has better designs than a lot of the versions in the comics right now. And I don't get why Hasbro isn't just giving us versions of characters that can be their absolute best. And I think the Contest of Champions version of the Werewolf by Night is gruesome, it's large. It could have been a Build-A-Figure, right? It could have been all a brand new sculpt, one-off sculpt. This is when I can justify a figure not coming with accessories. When it's just a brand new sculpt, it is top-notch, just big or bulky, gruesome thing. I can understand that. And this sort of Contest of Champions design is really nice. You can see it keeps with a lot of the traditional look of the werewolf, but at the same time modernizing it, giving it, again, that Universal Monsters feeling, or that modern cinematic man-wolf attire, right? Or my last panel here, which is another comic style Werewolf by Night. I think this might have been from the Red Band series. If not, this even looks awesome and looks similar to the game version. It looks great as well. I could have gone for this. Maybe, I don't know if you could have used Wendigo parts. That would have been weird. But something along that line I'm thinking of, where you could have gone big is better, or could have gone give us new parts, one-off sculpt. Perfect. Instead, they've gone reuse mold, shrimpy and lame, gummy arms, rubbish figure. Okay, so for articulation, he has a neck peg. I like neck pegs. That's definitely showing the older body, but he looks up really well. Because of his angry mouth, he doesn't really look down that much. He has decent tilt, full 360 rotation, but it is hindered again because he's got the open jaw. He has a really not great ab crunch. It can kind of go forward a bit, no back at all. Full 360 rotation the arm, little over 90, gummy arm, which basically then just pushes it down to 90, bicep rotation, little gummy as well, gummy double jointed pinned arm. Both the hands have horizontal hinges rather than vertical. I prefer the horizontal hinges. Waist does a full 360 rotation, along with full 360 rotation in the thigh cuts. Along with that, he has double jointed knees, which can't kick his bum. He's very close to, but you can kind of see where his flesh-toned leg is, where the knee is, the odd knee. You can see that green pin. It's ugly, not good. There is no sort of boot/leg swivel. Yeah, none. It's a glued-in piece. It sucks. I mean, his feet moving forward and back are good, and he's got some decent ankle pivot. But why does he not have articulation there? 2025 mistake, absolutely. Theme of 2025, no boot cuts. Okay, so I want to show you now a hack I did, which I want to say credit to X Scorpio. I will link his video down below, and it's basically to give these feet leg cuts. So what you need is a certain type of screw. Can't remember what type of screw. You have to then try and heat up the legs, basically heat them up and try and pull the feet out because they are glued. That is a glued peg. It is an ugly sort of hexagonal peg. You have to glue them. They're glued. I don't know why they glue them. It's a bit dumb, but pull them out once you've heated up, whether it's hairdryer, hot water method. And then what you're going to do is trim around the leg so it's as circular as possible. You're going to do a light drill into the leg peg itself. Then you're going to screw in the said screw. And then what you're going to do is heat up the legs once again. Pop the screws in. And what do you know? You have leg articulation. Better leg articulation. But I would take it easy if you are needing to actually just create a bit more room in the leg for the screw. I had to do that. I had to just drill a little into the leg itself. And I almost risked breaking the leg. So do be careful. Do take it slowly. I almost broke the leg, but at least I saw how the pinless joint worked. But I am overall really happy with this modification to the Werewolf by Night. This will not affect my final judgment, but it is a really good modification for a basic figure, just to make it a little bit better. For our first comparison, these are characters who are mystic, who have also interacted with Werewolf by Night. We have Dum Dum Dugan on the Vulcan mold with some updated parts for the Shield Agent look. We have Sleepwalker on the Bucky Cat mold. We have Man-Thing. This is the Marvel Legends Marvel Special Presentation MCU Werewolf by Night short film release version. How did we get him first compared to a actual Werewolf by Night? And then we also have here on the Sunfire Body / Spider-Man 2099 pinless mold, Damien Hellstrom. Next up, for a Marvel Cinematic Universe / MCU comparison and a standard female Marvel Legends comparison, here we have the Night Monkey, aka the Stealth Suit Spider-Man from Spider-Man Far From Home, who is on my channel. Please go check him out. He'll be in the Marvel Legends playlist on my channel or just in the video section. We also have here Sharon Carter from the Shield 3-pack. We have here the X Factor Jean Grey, the version 1 X Factor Jean Grey. She's also on the channel. Please check her out. She'll be in the Marvel Legends playlist or in the video section. And we also have Captain Marvel from the Captain Marvel film. This is the MCU Marvel Legends European edition of Captain Marvel, which was on the blister card. For the only Marvel Legends Contest of Champion figure, we have the Civil Warrior here in the blue, but also just for another sort of company size comparison, we have the Blockies Elmo front and center. Beside the Werewolf, we have the Jada Toys Creeper. This might be my favorite Jada Toys figure. I don't know why, just the Creeper was always my favorite villain in Scooby-Doo. And then beside Civil Warrior, we have Greg, the Carbonized Stormtrooper from Star Wars Hasbro Black Series. And also, for a McFarlane and Mattel comparison, we have some Titans. In the back, the Green Goliath himself, Beast Boy. This is his Rebirth Titans look. We also have Donna Troy from the Rebirth Titans. And we have in his Rebirth attire from Mattel with the McFarlane Titans Wave Nightwing head sculpt. We have here the Mattel DC Multiverse Nightwing from the Batman Ninja Wave. Okay, so for the last comparison, I'm going to do some of Werewolf by Night's Wave Mates. We have the Phantom Rider in the back, the bright white guy. We have in the front, on either side, Captain Warbow, who no one wanted, and the Enchantress, Amora the Enchantress, an updated figure that we've been needing for a long time. And we have Skurge in the back. What are my thoughts on this wave? I don't have IAPEC here or Iron Man, just I have them posed up somewhere else. These were easy to grab. But in terms of the wave, why? Why didn't we get characters like the Warriors 3? Could have turned this into a Thor wave. Or we could have got some villains that need a really good update, like the Wrecking Crew, Tiger Shark, Grim Reaper, the Vulture, Radioactive Man. I want villains, not Phantom Rider. I don't give a damn about. Warbow's a nice addition. IAPEC Dark Avenger Spider-Man. I don't give a damn. This is the wrong Dark Avenger Spider-Man. The Iron Man is the main one I wanted from this wave. I'm happy with that. Enchantress. really good update. Skurge, really good Build-A-Figure. And I'll be doing a review of him very shortly, with a ranking of this wave. And clearly for me at the bottom, it's this bloke. I don't like him. This is the time where I give you my final thoughts, and I'm also going to give it to you via a collection of photos I took with him getting the crap beaten out of him. Yes, featuring the Abomination, Terrax, Skurge, the Man-Thing, Baron Zemo, Dum-Dum Dugan, the Titans Beast Boy, and, well, they were the ones who were willing to beat the crap out of him. I don't like this guy. Oh my goodness. I like that they went with a bit of a wash for him on some of the fur parts. I do like the head sculpt, but I wish we got another head sculpt. I wish we got extra hands. I wish that it wasn't this outdated jackal body, or at least the torso, jackal torso and jackal arms. It's awful. It's sad. And during this as well, one of his arms broke. I didn't show you that in the review, but you'll see that in the photos here. His arm broke. It was a clean break. I can easily reattach it. There's no problem with that. But it's going to be hard to actually articulate because the plastic was so gummy, it ripped on itself. That's such a shame. But also, it's a damn lesson to Hasbro. Actually give us quality plastic, give us quality goods, and go the pinless route. Okay? You're not like NECA or what was DC Direct, where you have this harder plastic that's a bit more brittle and not warp over time. I don't like this. I really don't. The head sculpt's nice. The pants sculpt is nice, but the problem is then you've got to actually do your own cuff swivel modification to get this guy to pose better. And even doing that, it doesn't help. So, final thoughts for me, it's a 4 out of 10. Why am I giving it a 4 out of 10? My reasonings are right here. You can pause this and have a read at my thoughts on this Werewolf by Night figure. I still don't like the fact that it's part of the Skurge BAF. Again, I've say it again. I wish we got villains. I wish this was another villains wave or a Thor wave. Yeah, this is the worst one, unfortunately. The head sculpt's nice. It'll fit in with your Legends. It will definitely fit in with your Mystic or Monster-like characters and even other lines. But I just wish I didn't get this. Even though you have to get it for Skurge and his right arm. Okay, thanks for watching. This has been SFigReviews. If you liked this video, please give it a like. If you didn't like it, that's okay. Give it a dislike. I've got more Legends videos on this channel. I'm new. I film on my phone. I record on my phone. I don't have all those high-tech gadgets. I wish I did, but I'm not great at saving. So please, I don't have any memberships. I don't do any of that. Just give it a like. If you want to subscribe and follow for more content, please. I have the Skurge Build-A-Figure coming up very shortly. This has been SFigReviews. Thanks for watching, and hope you check out some more of my videos. On to the next one then.